Everyone knows that Brazil is a huge country the size of a continent and has more than 5,000 municipalities. But among the thousands of cities that exist, have you ever stopped to think about which are the most beautiful Brazilian cities? In this video, you will discover the top 5 most beautiful cities in Brazil. Fifth place is the city of Curitiba, known for its green areas and urban planning. The capital of the state of Paraná is a reference in environmental sustainability in Brazil, and with about 1,750,000 inhabitants. The city manages to unite urban innovation with care environment. To give you an idea, Curitiba has a 5 times higher index of green area per inhabitant than the minimum recommended. In addition, the coldest capital in Brazil is a reference in education and public transportation, having, for example, one of the lowest illiteracy rates among Brazilian capitals and a public transport system made up of exclusive bus routes, which inspired several other cities. And the most visited tourist spots in Curitiba are the Oscar Niemeyer Museum, the Warrior Opera Theater, and of course, the famous Botanical Garden. They say that in terms of urban planning, Curitiba is one of the best capitals in Brazil. It is also known as a model city in Latin America. Fourth place is the city of Gramado, located in Rio Grande do Sul in the Serra Gaúcha. The city was colonized by European people, and this influenced all its culture, architecture, and gastronomy. The city has a cold climate most of the year and has buildings in the European style, being famous for the various wineries and chocolatiers, and having about 35,000 inhabitants, and with an economy focused on tourism, the city has several tourist attractions, such as, for example, the Black Lake, which is a park with an exuberant nature, the Harley Moto Show, which is a motorcycle museum by Harley Davidson, the Mini World, which is a park that reproduces a miniature city, the Snowland, which is a theme park of snow, the Wax Museum, which it is the first museum with this segment in Brazil, and of course, several chocolate factories, in addition to many other things. And the curiosity about Gramado is that there are almost no traffic lights. The pedestrians just put their foot on the street and the drivers stop the car from them to pass. Third place is the city of Campos do Jordão, located in the interior of the state of St. Paul in the Serra da Mantiqueira. The city is 1628 meters above sea level and is the highest municipality in Brazil. And the city that contains about 52,000 inhabitants and is also known as the Brazilian Switzerland, has an Asian architecture based on European buildings, which ends up attracting tourists from all over the world. And tourists who are going to visit one of the main winter destinations in Brazil, besides being able to stay in luxurious hotels and enjoy fine gastronomy restaurants, can visit several tourist attractions, such as the cableway to enjoy an incredible view of the city, the Capivari village that has several bars and restaurants, the cableway to take a stroll around the city, the craft breweries like Baden-Baden that was founded there, and also, of course, several clothing and chocolate stores. And the city of Campos do Jordão is one of the most expensive cities to spend the holidays in Brazil. And there are hotels that the daily exceed 2,000 reais, which is around $400 a night. Second place is the city of Rio de Janeiro, known as the Marvelous City. Rio de Janeiro is the largest international tourist destination in Brazil and is the most well-known Brazilian city abroad. The entire east coast of the city is bathed by the Atlantic Ocean, which contributes to the number of beaches that Rio has, such as the famous beaches of Copacabana, Ipanema, Barra da Tijuca, Leblon, and many others. And when tourists visit Rio de Janeiro, they can appreciate various cultural and landscape icons, such as the Pão de Açúcar, the Corcovado Hill, and of course, the most famous statue of Christ the Redeemer, which is considered one of the 7 wonders of the modern world. Rio de Janeiro has about 6,700,000 inhabitants, being the second largest metropolis in Brazil, having the second largest GDP in the country. But unfortunately, the city has strong economic and social contrasts, presenting a great disparity between rich and poor. Without doubt, Rio de Janeiro is one of the most beautiful cities here in Brazil. But unfortunately, it is very known for the criminality and social inequality that exists here in our country. And finally, the first place goes to the city of Balneário Camboriú, located on the north coast of the state of Santa Catarina. The city is also known as a Brazilian Dubai due to the high number of skyscrapers it has. And to give you an idea, the city has 8 of the top 10 buildings, Brazil's tallest buildings, and even the tallest building in Latin America, where several celebrities have an apartment, like the soccer player Neymar. The city has about 140,000 inhabitants, with a human development index among the highest in the country, being considered in terms of quality of life one of the best in Brazil. The main source of income of the city is tourism, which is why the city has a variety of entertainment activities ranging from sophisticated restaurants to famous events and concert halls. And it is not surprising that a large part of people who travel abroad to visit the famous Beto Carreiro World Park are staying in Balneário Camboriú, since the park is only 40 kilometers away. We all know that beauty is something subjective. Then this ranking may vary according to each person's opinion. Therefore, I would like to know your opinion. Which city in Brazil do you consider the most beautiful one? Leave your opinion in the comments below. And if you like this video of the most beautiful cities here in Brazil, don't forget to give a thumbs up, to subscribe, and to activate the notifications. You can also send me a message on my social medias with topics that you'd like to watch on this channel. All right, thank you so much, and until next time, bye bye.